Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. Today is Fabulous Friday. This is your host, Keely Austin. Grateful to be here with you all. We've got 29 participants on the line with us. Make sure you reach out to your team. We don't want any ICMs left behind. Our quote of the day today is living with fear stops us from taking risks. And if you don't go out on the branch, you're never going to get the best fruit. And we have our dates for National Conference, March 18th through the 20th, 2021. Our theme for our conference next year is shifting higher into focused transformation. It's going to be 3 days of fantastic training. Really excited for our national conference. Make sure you mark your calendar, get those dates cleared out if you need to. Looking forward to our national conference. We also have our dates for Leaders Retreat. We're going to be going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, in August of 2021, the 13th through the 17th. Make sure you mark your calendar for that and do whatever you need to do to make sure you can go. It's such a fun time. We also have put together a short and sweet video that talks about the OES, what it is and what comes with it. So visit oes.com if you haven't yet. And with that being said, we've added some awesome value to our daily and weekly support system. So every Thursday, we are doing a weekly private capital masterclass, and that's all built around how to build private capital for your deals. Dane Clark is the one facilitating that. He's had a lot of success from what he's learned from the classes. So make sure you're watching your private capital classes and attending that every week with Dane to strategize and find out some of the best ways to have those conversations. Every day also, after our marketing call, we're doing a 45-minute daily real estate action mastermind. So it's the dream call and it's for students only. We're doing a mastermind where we talk all about real estate. So bring your questions from your classes or any questions that you have regarding deals you're working on. It's a really, really awesome mastermind. I'm loving it. It's definitely getting me to take more action on the real estate side of my business. And we're here today, of course. Just wanted to make sure everyone's aware of our Friday mornings with Lily Puertas from 8 to 9. And then one last thing, every day at noon Mountain Time for about 15 minutes, Michael Huggins and Scott Rowe have put together an awesome call. It's called the Zoom Up Call. And it's for your guests to hear about a story from a successful person here in Renatus. So make sure you're plugging in your guests to that 15-minute call. It's really powerful, but it's short and sweet, so it doesn't take up too much time, and it's just a nice extra exposure to be able to plug them in with. And those are also recorded. You can find those on YouTube, so take advantage of that. Send out those links to your guests. Make sure you're also getting them registered in Helios. You definitely want to make sure your guests are being protected after the hard work you're doing in getting them to these events. So you can find those Zoom Up calls on Helios. We toured an awesome house on Wednesday night. Every Wednesday we have a fix and flip house tour. It was Juan's second flip. He put about he purchased it for 140, put about 60,000 into it. The ARV is looking at about $305,000, meaning that Juan is going to be walking away with a $40,000 profit. So congratulations. If you'd like to take a screenshot of this, feel free to do so. It's a nice visual of our weekly events that we have each and every week that are reoccurring. Every Tuesday, we have a profits intro at 12:30 Mountain Time. Michael Huggins is hosting that and doing a really great job, of course. It's been really fun to see people from all around the world jumping onto the profits intro. And as I mentioned, we have our Wednesday night house tours each and every week at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Really, really, really powerful exposure for your guests. And Thursday, we've got so many different things you can plug into, so much support. So if you're really focused on your real estate, we've got several study groups based on real estate that you can plug into. We've got the fix and flip, wholesaling, multifamily, and short-term rental happening each week on Thursday. And then we also have a house tour offered in Spanish. We have a Pillars of Wealth intro, of course. The follow-up and funding webinar, our onboarding session. We've got an essentials mastermind offered in both English and Spanish. And we have a business development study group as well. So you can see we've got so much going on each and every week to help support us in our businesses. We are on Facebook Live We're in the Renatus Team Elevate private Facebook page. There's these recordings there, so make sure you're part of that page. You can tune into the recordings, as well as there's a lot of important announcements there too. And then our YouTube channel, I mentioned, you can find the 15-minute Zoom up calls on the Elevate Renatus YouTube channel, as well as all of these morning call recordings for the marketing calls. All righty, today we get to learn from Lily Puertas. Each and every Friday, Lily is spending an hour with us to share with us what's been working for her in her business. Before Renatus, she was working for Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the organization, as a Spanish coach in Latin countries. And since 2006, she was a real estate agent helping, well, she still is, and she's helping hundreds and hundreds of families with getting homes. Lily is from Peru, and she has been in Salt Lake City since 1996. She has dreams of financial freedom. They've been haunting her for years. And because of the Renatus system, thanks to Renatus, she's been able to achieve those goals, achieve that financial freedom that she's been dreaming of. She has her basic needs completely covered by her rental real estate, and she is officially out of the rat race. That is so, so inspiring. And now what Lily is focused on is creating enough passive income to cover all of her luxuries on top of the basic needs. So take notes from Lily. She's got a lot of powerful insight to share. And good morning, Lily. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing great. And well, most of you perhaps already know that I had tested positive in COVID like 10 days ago. And I thought for a moment, oh my goodness, what am I going into? But I also understand that the mind plays a powerful um, uh, play such a powerful tool that made me get off this sickness really really fast. I realized that the majority most of the people, because this is an unknown illness, you don't know what's going to happen to you. You heard people dying, you heard people going to the hospital, you heard people choking, unable to breathe, so you don't know what is going to happen to you. And that thought of unknown makes you sicker. I mean, makes you worse, you know. And I realized at that moment that I have to control my mind. And I had that every morning, my rituals again, trying to feel much better and use my mind as a powerful tool. I have to admit that been in days that I felt horrible. I mean, I was like, oh my goodness, this is happening. I don't want to go to the hospital. I mean, I wanted to freak out because, relax, relax. It's gonna be okay. I mean, I have no fever, no cough. What I was hard for me was the headaches. Was horrible headaches. I couldn't handle the headaches, and I know it was no pill to make me feel good. But anyway, uh, 10 days, what? Now was that 2 days? 2 days ago, the health department sent me an email saying, hey, you are free of quarantine. And I was like, yes, I'm going to conquer the world now. But the thing is, that was what? 2 days ago, that's Wednesday, I think. So Wednesday morning, I was not feeling well. I was like, oh my God, this hurts. When I received this email, I felt fantastic. Wait a minute, what's going on? 2 hours ago, I was feeling crappy. Now I'm feeling great. And so it's basically, I think, is the mind. Your mind needs reassurance from someone else, I would say, because when they told me I'm okay, how do they know I'm okay? They only asked me a few questions. Okay, you're fine. You're out of quarantine. But just that thought made me feel so great and up to this point. So basically, I don't have my full energy, and I understand that. That's okay. It's coming, and I still don't have the full taste and the smell. It's coming. I understand it. I talked to other people that, I mean, went through this already. And I focus on people that went through this, not on people that went to the hospital. I mean, as I said, I admit at one point I was scared, but then I was focusing only on people that went okay through this sick. So in the meantime, uh, actually the day that I think I realized I had a virus, I closed the Scream combo. You believe it. But and yeah, I mean, I know that this is doable, and there's a lot of people looking for this information. So today I wanna, if you just let me share screen, uh, Keely, see, I wanna share something with you. Actually, you did.
You are co-host, you should be able to share.
Yes. So knowledge without action is just information. So we had the regionals like a week ago on last Friday, and we had so wonderful topics, especially the one that I mean impacted me the most. I mean, all of it, but the one that I think I need to learn more is about social media. And so we have the classes, we hear again from this Robespierre, and we take notes, and then what? The notes stay there. We do nothing. So remember, knowledge without action is just information. So, and then I realized, you know what? I need to do something. I need to start doing something. How people will know? Okay, first of all, in the past, prior to these new challenges, prior to 2020, I had in my mind that I'm only going to attract people that is looking for me. So I base my attraction on in the knowledge that I have. So I had the idea, or maybe it was not the idea, no, maybe makes me feel comfortable in my comfort zone. People looking for me. I said, oh yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna look for anyone. If they want me, they will look for me, which is maybe I would say pride. I don't know how to say, but I felt good about it. But I realized that that way I'm not going to grow the way I want. So I realize now that I'm out of the rat race, I don't have the pressure of making money to pay my bills, but I understand now that the growth needs speed, basically. So uh, I need to look for people that I don't know to bring into Renatus. That's why are the social media platforms, right? And also prior to this, I was only looking for people that speak Spanish, but not anymore. I'm gonna be now open to, I mean, any language. And talking of that, actually yesterday when I went to do my pedicure, these girls from Asia, I think I don't know exactly what country, and we were talking, and guess what? I realized she has 3 houses paid off, and she's looking to invest in real estate. I was, oh my goodness! I've been coming to her for what, for 3 years, and now I know this because we don't ask, we don't talk, we assume. So I was talking to her, and she's like, "Yeah, you know what? I want to invest in properties. You know what? I'm gonna give you what you're looking for." Anyway, so talking about social platforms, what are the best for us? Which one we can use? Robert Sperry talks a lot about Facebook, but I want to share my experience. How is it doing for me? Um, as you can know, perhaps I'm not as savvy in technology. Of course, uh, okay, wait, let me rephrase this. I'm not as savvy yet, and I don't need to be a savvy if I hire someone to do it for me. Okay, so remember, because your words are actions. Basically, they become reality. So if I say I can, I don't, you know what, it's gonna come to me. So no, I'm just trying to say, I'm gonna be really good at social media, either myself or through someone else that I'm gonna hire. So I really can get the benefit of social media, of getting other people that I don't know come to Renatus. So, what are the things that we post? And actually, as we know today, the rules of success have changed, right? Basically, say, oh, I have like 1,000 friends or 2,000 or whatever, but it doesn't matter anymore. How many doesn't matter. It's how many engage with you, how many give you likes, right? And um, to be honest, I have like a lot of friends, but I don't have a lot of engagement. And I was checking and this week that I've been in quarantine, or these 10 days, I've been checking my Facebook page, my Facebook, followers, how many people really, really engage with me? Not a lot. So then I realized, okay, wait a minute. What do I need to do? I mean, I have the classes for Robespierre. What am I doing? Not much. Well, I have to take action. Well, I put this, let me just share this with you. And I had then a lot of ideas came to my mind when, let me just real quick, excuse me, wait, stop sharing. I share again. Where's my Facebook here, maybe? Okay. So I realized that people wants to know about your life. People wants to know about what's going on with you, especially if you put something like it's kind of they're gonna impress them. So I put when I got the COVID, I put here was Spanish English positive COVID test. How am I handling this? So a lot of people, oh my goodness, she has COVID. What's going on? Whatever thought came through their minds. 208 comments, and I was like, okay, so I'm and basically this is what Rob Sparrow's been telling us all the time. We have to be more natural, more uh, um, genuinos, more genuine, maybe that's the word. We have to be more real, more real, so people will see us. I have a lot of posts, a lot of prepared posts about my business, and people likes it, but they don't comment much. So like the classes that Robespierre is saying is try to be disciplined and put a post at least every day uh, and give a value. So how did you structure your post if you're posting? Maybe you're not posting. Maybe you are spending time reading other people's posts, which is wrong. I mean, maybe half hour the most, and it's very tentative. I mean, I agree with it. Sometimes when I go to see my email in my cell phone, I ended up checking Facebook. Oh my goodness! And no, I mean, I spend too much time checking my social media. I supposed to do the opposite. You know, I was supposed to make posts and have people engage with me. But why I want people engage with me so I can um, let them know that there's another opportunity, a big opportunity out there about real estate. So one of the things is like the personal post that I think we have to be more genuine, more transparent, more real, you know, and also just a simple phone recording yourself, and the other thing is adding a value. You see, real quick. So real quick engagements. So what am I looking for? I'm looking people to engage in my post. So engagements includes dislike ratios, interactions, views, the total followers. So it is important, and I'm gonna do this maybe this weekend. I'm gonna delete a lot. I'm gonna clean my database, basically my friends here. I just need to have the people that engage with me, that like my post somehow. Otherwise, they're affecting me. You know that, right? If you have a lot of friends and they don't comment or interact with you, they're affecting you. So you need to understand if, first of all, what am I using Facebook for? Is Facebook because I want to just socialize with people? Well, maybe that will be a good reason, but we're in business. If you really want to make a business for you, to bring more people to you, you have to treat it as a business. And as a business, there's a lot of things that I personally have to improve. As I said, the first one, I'm gonna post more of my personal life, more video lives, about myself, about how I went, how my life is. I mean, try not to be that personal, but I'm gonna try to be more real. And the other one that I'm gonna be working really, really hard is adding a value. And one thing is when you do a live video, basically, or you want to put something here like some comments, just to try to do something, a comment that is going to attract people, because they don't read the whole thing at once if they don't see important in the first 2 or 3 lines. Okay, so low engagement means a high follower count. Excuse me, no. Low engagement, well, we know what's low engagement. When people really only look at you, or I don't know, or not even check your post. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that, and how people, how we can be more interactive and more proactive. Social media is just people, it's just people. I want to have more comments real quick with you guys, but before I say that, I want to mention something perhaps you guys didn't know, and I want to Pete Smalley, perhaps I don't know if he's there. He understood this principle, and he was making phone calls or emails or whatever, and he caught the attention of this guy called Nate Lambert. Nate Lambert got an email from Pete back in the day, I mean 2015 maybe, or 14. And because of Nate Lambert wanted to get more prospects for real estate, people that want to buy a house. And I think Pete was looking for people for Renatos. So that's how they met. So what am I saying this is because sometimes we don't want to talk to strangers, but because we do talk to strangers, we bring great people to Renatos. So that's something that I always keeps in my mind, thinking, you know what? How many nail numbers are out there that are not found yet? How many Michael Higgins? How many other people that they don't know yet, but they can be great people if they know about this education? So just, I mean, if Pete, you're there, you know what I'm talking about. And thanks again for looking for people that you don't know. So that's why Nate is here. I'm here too, and I'm glad. Okay. Um, the other thing I want to mention real quick is how we how we can add value, how we can add value in our post. What do you guys think? How we can add value? It's an open question. And it's an open question, and if you can put in the text, but I'll answer the question if you don't answer it.
I have
uh,
something. I'll say that just any struggles you're facing, like your example of having COVID is a perfect example of, I'm sure your video talked about your mindset and just how you're conquering this with your mind. So anyway, what I'm getting at is to share any struggles that you may be facing, because that shows your vulnerability. Other people can relate to that. So you're providing value by being vulnerable and by just showing that it's okay to, to go through struggles and that you're always going to make it out okay.
Thanks, Gil. Exactly, exactly. People need to know that we are real, that we're going through struggles, as you said. And anyway, even in real estate, um, and so they feel, okay, yeah, I mean, they identify with us if we just put this type of post. But also we can add value. We have a lot of value in our education. Let's say I'm learning, let's say what, raising capital, and then you can use that raising capital class as a kind of value in your post. You don't want to say everything, but something that really impressed you, you can say in your post, and people say, what is this, how can I really know more about it? But if we only post once every 5 months, I mean, I don't know, once a month, we're not gonna get the same effect. We have to be constant on this. How do people know that I'm an investor? How do people know that I doing great things? You know, so that's what the social media platforms are for. I mean, no, not for that, but that's how I wanna use those for. So then I can attract more people to Renatus. Basically in this year that I've been doing my social media the way I've been doing, I got a lot of curious people. That some are curious, some are serious. And then I realized to see which one I want to put my time on. So if you basically put a value, a post with education that provides value, people want to start following you. I remember once I put up a post with questions, and only I got like 8 comments. I was like, oh my goodness, I never want to make a post like that anymore. I mean, and then I realized, wait a minute. I mean, it's not to me. People don't know me. I don't ask questions often. So there's always a way to start. Don't take it personally, you know? It's not, it's because people are not used to your questions. Maybe they're only used, in my case, they're only used to me teaching or saying something. So when a new strategy comes, it's gonna take time. So I don't know which ones you are using right now, but my question is, how many people know that you are an investor? And I know most of you are here because you want to make money as well for a reason, right? For you already have your goals. So not only not and we know this, Renatus not only provides the best education, but also provides good money to your pocket. That's so true. I mean, right now, last week, another 10,000 to my paycheck, you know. So we can all do that. What I'm saying is, so and there's a lot of people out there. So maybe some people say, you know what, the pandemic, people are not going to invest, people are scared. Why we generalize and think everyone thinks like that? Because you think like that, you think everyone is going to think like that? No. And in my downline, a girl that I don't know, she closed like last month like 5 combos, 5 stream combos. I was like, who is this girl? In middle of pandemic, she's closing like crazy, you know. And then you're looking excuses for yourself. Oh no, people don't buy right now. People, I mean, think they are scared. You know, we have to remove those thoughts out of our mind because it's not true. It's what you want to believe to stay in your comfort zone, right? And yeah, so basically, what I'm saying is we have a compensation plan that allows us to make the money that we want. Okay, but not only that, we can, through this education, we can allow people to be financially free. We can allow people to enjoy life, to enjoy their passions, whatever they like to do. So what you can do is put some of your stories, what you're learning in Renatos, or use someone else's testimonies as well, you know, and be real. Say, I'm not there yet, but I'm going there. I'm I'm not have the money that I want right now, but I know if I work hard, I'm gonna get my goals. I'm gonna be financially free. Excuse me. So people may relate with you, and of course I'm gonna say, I'm just sometimes I'm afraid to say my life in public, but oh well, I'm gonna say it. So, you know, I'm financially free. You know, and this is how I got it. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna feel so arrogant, but I will try to do it a way that people see that this is real. This is people are doing as well. I've done it. I have nothing special. I'm just learning, and I want to just maybe pass this information to them. So well, so now real quick, let me just read something to you. Excuse me. Handful of engaged, converting, passionate followers is better than a lot of people that are only there for. Excuse me. There is better that a following. Excuse me. No, I'm not even read that. Excuse me. Connecting with the right people is vastly more important than connecting with most of the people. So let's connect with the right people, not with everyone. The people that really matters, the people that are they're interested in real estate and put our time in them. So other thing that I want to mention in my Facebook real quick here, we have a lot of, we can go to groups. Let me see if I find this group. Girls love to travel. Girls love to, okay, here it is. There's this one group that I put a post at what point, and I got like I'm not kidding you, 300, 400 comments. Of course, I was traveling, but I didn't get any benefit from that because I was like, you know, I don't want to have more comments. I mean, that's enough. I'm glad, but I should have used more and get engaged with all of the people that commented on my post at that time. You know, sometimes we miss opportunities because we don't understand the power of networking. So they may not be interested in real estate, but I wouldn't know until I ask. So we establish relationships with them before we talk about our products, right? We know that. Consider your social media accounts with same scrutiny. So if basically if you were to go to a networking event, how many valuable potential leads, investors, or connections would you have to make to make it worth your time, right? So if I'm coming to Facebook also to find leads, I have to make sure that I'm using my time to the ones that are going to matter. We wouldn't know at the very beginning who's going to matter, who are not. That's why we establish relationships first. We don't talk about a product first. We talk about maybe common interest. We talk about, I mean, anything else. And then when we have a good relationship, we then talk about the product that we have. But you can also go to real estate clubs, right? There's this one real estate. Well, no, I don't have it right now, but I don't remember the name of the group. But you can also join a lot of real estate wholesaling. Actually, there's one wholesaling here that I think I have it. Wholesaling, wholesaling. I think it's girls wholesale. I don't remember the name of. See, because I'm not even using it, but I'm
I
part of
think
this.
it's the women's one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Women's. I think I know
woman.
what group you're talking
Okay, woman wholesaling house, right? And I don't even using. I'm not using this group either. I'm receiving a lot of emails. What a great opportunity for you to start networking with them, because they already want to invest in real estate. They already want to know. They already want to be part of real estate. So we don't have to just starting from zero. That's a great opportunity to talk to them. Um, and be friends with them first, right? So Kelly, you are part of this group, right? Is this woman wholesaling?
Maybe you can coach me on this. I have a limiting belief with using this group in particular. I just feel like there's multiple Renatus people in there, and I don't want to step on other people's toes. I see a lot of other Renatus people posting in there, and so I've kind of stayed away from it, to be honest with you. But I'm in a lot of other different groups.
Well, I I wouldn't really step out because I there's a lot of it's like you going to a meeting and you find a lot of people from Renatus, but you also are Renatus. You also can connect. Maybe people some people will not connect with others, but they may connect with you, right? And
Absolutely.
and if we are doing the right thing, then if we got a lead, we have to protect the lead. So then and if you're working with them and you realize it's someone else, then you just inspire or leave the other person and move on. But you wouldn't know. Well, and I understand what you're saying. Those assumptions um, may lead us not to get people that are looking for this. So yeah, so basically, oh, here's Tamara too. Yeah, see, so we can start working on this and talk and get friends and get engaged with them. And then the other thing that I perhaps you already know this. I mean, I'm not trying to just bring what Robert Perry said last Saturday because you already know it. However, knowledge without action is just information. If you just keep listening and doing nothing, I mean, honestly, we're wasting our time. We have to take action on whatever we learn. Take action, and if it doesn't work, let's find what it works. But of course, we want to work like right away. Okay, I did 2 posts, no one comment on my post, it's not working. No, everything takes discipline and time and consistency, and if you have an 8 hour job or doing other responsibilities, hire someone to do it for you. Hire someone to do it for you. I think I told you I have 2 people that are helping me right now, and they're the ones that are working on my social media. So we already have a plan what to post Monday, Tuesday, every single day of the week. But every 2 or 3 weeks we review how is it working, how am I getting leads out of this? Let's rechange, let's restructure, let's do this or do that. And again, I'm not the master. I take their advices. What will work for me? The only thing that is my own responsibility is do my lives. Sometimes I don't have the time. Wait, no. I have the time. I will have the time and do my lives better. My Facebook lives better. which those sell a lot. And for instance, have you guys see what Neil Lambert's doing on his Facebook? He's so great at it. He's so great at it, and he always brings value. And the value he gets from the education. So we don't have to invent the wheel. We know what is working. Let's start doing the same. My friend Neil Lambert, of course, didn't start with such a lot of friends that he has right now, or with a lot of interactions, you know. But he took the time and the discipline to keep doing little by little, little by little, little by little until now. He has a lot of people follows him. But of course, why? Because he provides value, and the value is in the education, and the value is in talking about your life sometime, your personal life, what you went through, what are your feelings about something. People wants to hear that. And then once they connect with you, it will be easier when you want to just say something about Renatos or about what we have to offer. Other, if you just start talking about your product right away, they may say like, hey, no, people don't want to be sold. We know that, right? I don't want to be sold. Anyway, do we have any questions? I heard this like, if there's no questions, it's because you understood everything or you didn't understand anything. Okay, so well, I think I already covered what I have in here. Um,
Let me share something, Lily.
sure.
Yeah, I kind of understood that concept now, and it's just in my experience before when I first started using the media. Obviously, my beliefs didn't let me express. Let's say I was afraid. Something new never happened, and I uh, things that had happened in my life before, related, and it was just like a barrier for me to start expressing what I really need to express, creating value, like you said. And I remember asking my son, "What can I post? What can I post?" And he just said, "Just post your day." And I'm like, "My day?" Well, I didn't see it like a great success, so I didn't post anything. But
Happens.
yeah, it's just look your struggles, and especially and make it with intention. Like I've learned that also along the way, that if you're gonna make a post creating value, also make it with intention. Post, let them know something about there that is related to the education, to the invest, to what you're doing, and obviously it's related, because if I'm struggling, it's because of the education. It's because of you guys pushing me, going for what I always wanted to, and like obviously it's related to the education. So just don't let the way I see it is, don't let the negative or the bully in your head suck you out of it. So right now it's like when I feel like, should I say that? Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. So I'm just going to do it. So I just, yeah, because that bully in my head is telling me, don't, people are going to, people, no, do it anyway. Do it because your bully's telling you not to do it. Now I'm going to do it. So
Yes.
I'm just starting, and especially after regionals that I talked to Nate also. So it's like, okay, he obviously helped me a lot, all of you, and it's like, okay, then let's see what happens. So I'm just posting what I'm living day a day, and a little bit of helping somebody else probably. But yeah, that's my insights about it. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. And I appreciate your input and what we're going through. And we have to be original, like she said. In the past, I always felt bad because I have an accent when I talk, and I felt like, oh my goodness, people is not going to understand me, or people's gonna, I don't know. I mean, a lot of things in my mind, and as I said, the mind is so powerful that paralyzes me. Like, I know I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna just only work with the Hispanic market. I mean, things from then and now have not changed. I still have the same accent. Sometimes I don't have enough words to say what I want to say. Things from here doesn't come from here the way I want to. It's true, but I don't feel bad anymore. So and what I'm saying this because either it's your accent or maybe you don't like to talk in public or whatever is the situation. We have to overcome that at one point if we want to move forward, if we want to defy the challenges, if we want to grow. And I have to admit that I haven't seen this growth until I reached um, this goal of financial freedom, of living out of the rat race. Because right now I see things differently, so I don't feel stressed, and I think that's a great thing that happened to me. But it's gonna be there all the time? No, let me tell you why not. So I have this passive income coming from several properties. Some of the properties are rentals, some of the others are seller finance properties, meaning like I got the property and I already sold it to someone, and I'm receiving a passive income every month. But like what, the day before yesterday, I received a call saying, "Hey, I'm gonna sell the house." And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And 500 out of my total income is gonna decrease because she's gonna sell the house. That, and I understood that. So you know what? I cannot be static right now. I have to keep working for more passive income. And so, but anyway, I'm so glad I have the education because a lot of ideas came to my mind. And actually, I'm going to buy the house to this person anyway. And if numbers go okay, instead of 500, my next passive income is going to be like almost $1,000 on that particular property. Why I'm doing this? Because I have the education, and not I have the creativity talking to other people. Say, "Hey, I have this situation. What would you do, Lily? Why don't you just buy the house yourself?" "Yeah, but I have to put more money in." "Yeah, you have to put more money, but just do this and this and this, and maybe you won't have a lot of money inside after you complete all of these transactions." "Oh, that's a good idea." So no, I'm saying like it's gonna happen exactly, but it's a possibility. And I'm just mentioning this because, um, I mean, maybe we can share these things in our Facebook platforms. Like, this is happening to me, and this is how I'm going to overcome this challenge. Something real, something that may add value, something that other people may see in you, right? And you have your audience, I have my audience, but now, as I said before, I'm going to be open to any audiences. And why I'm doing that also because in this quarantine, I've been talking to this person, and she is from China, and she is a successful realtor. And I ask, wait a minute. And she also has accent when she talks, and she has difficult to be fluent in English. And I said, wait a minute, are you working with your Asian audience? No, I'm working with everyone. Majority of my audience is English speaking. And I realized, you know what? Sometimes I put in my comfort zone because I had the option, but she didn't have to. At that time, she's living here like for I think 25 years. See, when I came here, she said no one speak Chinese, so my only option was English. So you know what? That's the attitude that I wanted to hear, because me, oh, because I have a lot of audience in Spanish, well, I'm gonna work with them. It's easier. So I never grew. I was stuck. And I mean, I did good money, and that was okay. But I mean, it's not only about the money, it's about growing inside of you. And I think being here with you guys, with my broken English, no, no, wait, let me say that, with my beautiful accent. Remember, words are powerful. So with this accent, I'm still trying to do the best that I can, and I'm glad that I accepted this challenge, because every morning, well, not anymore, but in the very beginning, I was like, oh my goodness, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to say. But now you know what? I'm going to say whatever comes out of my mouth, because I already took a look, studied my class, studied my topic, and I hope comes out the best instead of me reading, you know. But anyway, I hope you learned something from this and start working on your post this week. Do something. Remember, take action. Take action. Knowledge without action is just information. So, Keely, that's my presentation today. Back to you.
You are incredible, Lily, and we love your accent, and you have beautiful English. Thank you so much for your training today. Really, really appreciate you spending your time with us. I am inspired to get more plugged in with some groups, especially the one I've been avoiding, the women wholesaling houses. So thank you for your coaching on that. We have our dream call coming up in a few minutes. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up, and then we'll see you on the daily real estate mastermind. Have a great weekend, everyone. And Lily, I'm so glad that you're healthy and that you're feeling good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. And yes, and I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you,
I didn't even know you had COVID last week.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's Lily for I mean, for a long time.
I mean, we do
Yeah.
have a few minutes. Does anyone have any questions for Lily or anything they wanted to comment or ask about her training?
You know what? I want to ask, Lily, what is your number one lead gen right now? I mean, I know you said you just sold like an X combo cash. And what is your primary lead generation that
Uh,
is giving you more of
right now is
good number one?
excuse me, is still my branding. So people, I mean, I worked on my branding for 3 years so far. So people look for me. Okay, so this is, hey, I saw you in the program that you have in your radio program, or my friend talked to me about you. So that's my major, but it works, but I want something faster. I want speed. That's what I'm gonna work more. But right now, it's still people looking for me
Okay. So you've been working it for 3 years.
for branding myself because
Mhm.
so I
You have
want.
the YouTube, right? Do you have a YouTube? Is that
I have a YouTube, but the most that I use right now is Facebook and
Facebook?
Instagram, and I have a fun business page as well. But I think also, I mean, no, I don't know if you know, but I have a radio program every week.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so you do have a lot out there then. So
Yeah,
you would say like when did you start, getting more traction from, this lead generation that you were doing? Because you said 3 years, so did you start like maybe after a year or
uh,
after 2 years?
I think maybe after 2 years, a year and a half, I start catching up. Like
Okay.
in 19 was when it started in 19. People just coming to looking for me, but I mean but I think there's other ways as well. As I mentioned before, there's more and more keep looking for more leads, going to those groups, because not everyone is looking in my page. And one thing, Gilda, is like I have a lot of followers, but I don't have a lot of interaction, and I have to
Yeah.
change.
Okay.
Like when I'm sick, I have a lot of interaction, like my post. But yeah,
Oh, well, at least you have the people though. So
that's true.
yeah,
Thanks, Gilda.
just need to convert them into more interaction and maybe, getting to know our services.
So true. That's so true.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. Well, thank you so much.
no problem. Kelly, there's some questions in the chat.
Yes. Are you referring to Earl's question on the real estate call?
How do oh, okay.
I was just going to mention, if you are on an Elevate OES, if you had signed up for the OES recently, then you would have gotten some emails from Michael Huggins. So check your inboxes for an email from Michael Huggins, and it will have the login information. Okay, perfect. So as long as you're on one of the Elevate OESs, then you should have access to it. If you don't have access, then reach out to me on Facebook Messenger would be fine. And I'll make sure to get you the information so that you can attend the dream call. Any other questions, anybody? Okay, perfect. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thanks again, Lily.
No problem. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lily.
Bye, bye, Gilda.